Hello everyone. I do not think that this video needs much introduction. We've all been waiting for it. Any Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts fan out there has been waiting for this day for a long time. I'm not going to prolong this anymore. Let's get into this reaction video to Crimes of Grindelwald. Here goes. There's Hogwarts. Oh, look at it.
I have some questions for you, Professor.
This is a
Wait,
surprise.
who?
There's a rumor that Newt Scamander is headed to Paris.
Oh, the
I
Deluminator.
know he's working under your orders. What do you have to say for yourself, Dumbledore?
Look at him though. Look at that
If you'd
smile.
ever
That is
had the
so
pleasure to teach
Dumbledore.
him, you'd know Newt is not a great follower of orders.
The time's coming, Newt,
I think that's Theseus.
when you're gonna have to pick a side.
Are you going somewhere? No, we're going somewhere.
Yes. Jacob's like, yes. Look at Queenie. She's so beautiful. Pick it. Was that Theseus again? I'm not even sure. Did I see just... Maybe it was Credence.
I can't move against Grindelwald. It has to be you.
He can't move against Grindelwald. Wow. The music, every time the music. Do, 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 do. Oh, that was awesome. That was really great. It was a bit too short, maybe. I don't know. I didn't see enough of everyone else. But I loved it. I loved it. Yeah. So many little good moments there. To see that smile that Dumbledore had on his face, that was... I could just picture young Dumbledore just smiling like that. Yeah. I loved it. I may not be a Hufflepuff, but today is a day for some Hufflepuff pride, everyone. Yesterday, March the 13th, we all know what happened. We all know what went down. A trailer, the first trailer for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald, was released. And we all freaked out. But after a few hours of fangirling, I wanted to give my more sobered thoughts on this trailer. So without further ado, let's get into this. So of course, we start off this entire trailer with something no one was expecting. We start off this trailer with a very beautiful image of our beloved Hogwarts. Now, the one thing that people keep saying with this trailer that really is kind of annoying is pointing out that there were people apparating into Hogwarts. And we all know Hermione always says that you cannot apparate within the Hogwarts grounds. Everybody knows that. What if this was one time that ban was lifted? We never know the reason why. We don't know anything much about this film yet. So until we see the film, and until we see it in context, I really don't think there's a way that we can justify getting so angry about this. J.K. Rowling knows all the little rules she put in place. I'm pretty sure that when she wrote this script, she was thinking about everything she said in the Harry Potter series. It's all connected after all. So that's my little gripe about apparition. So also, whilst we're at Hogwarts, we see for the first time in action Jude Law as Professor Albus Dumbledore. Everybody was going crazy over this. Everybody was like, woo! Jude Law's the best Dumbledore ever! And that remains to be seen. Personally, I'm on the fence. Partly because, although I like Jude Law as an actor, I've never been too much of a fan of him. Two, I never really saw Jude Law as Dumbledore. And 3, he's a little too stylish for my liking. I mean, look at that beautiful waistcoat, the beautiful trousers, the tie, the swag. He has so much swagger. And although Dumbledore is stylish, I never really pictured him wearing a waistcoat and all that stuff. I still thought he might wear his robes, so it was a little bit too stylish, in my opinion. But the one thing that struck me straight away was I definitely recognised those staircases. That room that they were standing in was definitely the Defence Against the Dark Arts room. And we know at this time that 1, Dumbledore is not the headmaster, and 2, he's the Transfiguration Professor. We've known that since Chamber of Secrets, if I am correct. So I was kind of wondering why he was in the DADA room. And maybe that'll be brought up, but it was just a little thing that I thought of. Another thing is that I don't know if anyone else saw him, but Theseus Scamander was in that room. And obviously Archer Evermond, the Minister of Magic for that time. That's interesting. It must be something really big for them to go to Dumbledore, who isn't even the headmaster at the time, instead of going to the headmaster. Dumbledore's wand, next to the Elder Wand, very similar. I think it's really interesting that Dumbledore's wand looks so similar to the Elder Wand, because we all know that part of him always craved to have the Elder Wand. In this trailer, we get to see a bit more of Theseus Scamander. Not too much, he's played by Callum Turner, if I'm correct. And we get to see Newt and Theseus, who I assume are quite estranged. I assume that they're not really best buddies, considering, you know, Theseus is now marrying the woman that Newt used to love, Etta. So that's a bit awkward. But it'll be fun to see how they interact, because as far as I'm aware, Theseus is kind of a bit of a war hero and kind of very brash compared to his brother. I'm guessing he might have been a Gryffindor. Yeah, I'm thinking he might be a Gryffindor, because I'm thinking he's probably way more brash than his brother. They definitely don't see eye to eye. He's all gung-ho about stuff. Newt's very cautious about things. Unless he really needs to go do something, then he's on it like a badger. Newt has to be the one to move against Grindelwald. Where did that come from? We all know that Dumbledore defeats Grindelwald in 1945. But Newt? I mean, honestly, I never saw it coming. I didn't think that Newt was going to be that big of a part in the grand scheme of things. I honestly thought that maybe Newt was going to be a big deal in the first one, just to introduce everything, and then it would hand over to Dumbledore and Grindelwald, and it would be a good versus evil, Harry Potter-esque type thing. I honestly didn't think that Newt himself would have to be part of this in such a big way, so I'm really excited to see how that one turns out. Let's move on from Dumbledore and Newt and focus a little bit on the tiny little things in this trailer that you would blink and miss it. Here we have a little bit about the Maledictus. We don't have a name for the Maledictus, she is just the Maledictus, but we do know what a Maledictus is, and that is a person who has a blood curse on them to become some sort of beast. It's not like being an animagus, because an animagus elects to turn into an animal. It's not like being a werewolf, because that only happens at the full moon, and it's a specific type of creature. So a Maledictus is a person with a blood curse. Now, she seems to be working at a wizard circus. A wizard circus? What on earth would be in a wizard circus? I'd love to know what would be in a wizard circus. I mean, why would a wizard even go to a circus? Unless it was to, like, stare at muggles and be like, oh, ha, 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 muggles. Those useless little things. Not my own opinion here. Probably some crazy pureblood, like, I don't know, Grindelwald. That's the perfect place for Credence to meet the Maledictus, and we do see them with each other. We also see Credence's Obscurus. Ugh! I think I got that right. Obscurus is the black thing, and the Obscurial is the person. Oh well. we see it anyway. And it's amazing to see it again. He seems very angry. Credence seems incredibly angry at the moment, which is totally understandable because Mary Lou Barebone was kind of crazy and he's been abused his whole life, so what can we expect? But the thing is that Credence is a bit of an outcast, and so is the Maledictus. So it makes sense that they're friends, although I think they seem to be more than friends. Honestly, I thought he was gay, but that's beside the point, I suppose. I'd love to know more about the Blood Curse. I actually watched a Super Carlin Brothers theory saying that she could be Nagini. If the Maledictus is Nagini, oh my gosh. Like, Nagini would be brought into this whole thing, and it wouldn't even surprise me. It seems like something J.K. Rowling would do. But anyway, we see them together in that one clip, and it's great. And seeing angry Credence is, whew, Ezra, whoa. Don't take me back to those days when I was watching We Need to Talk About Kevin. Just, no. Let's talk about Grindelwald, shall we? He's in like 2 scenes in this whole thing, but they tell us quite a bit. One, I think we're going to learn how he escapes, which will be great because I'd love to know how all these wizards keep escaping these prisons. I can't remember her first name, but there is a Rosier, and we know that Rosier is one of the Death Eaters too, so a forerunner to him. Is she going to be the Bellatrix to his Voldemort? Does that make any sense? There is a scene where Rosier is holding an orb in her hand and Grindelwald is stood next to her. Could it be a prophecy orb? Could it? And if so, what's the prophecy? Because that will be interesting if there's another prophecy that we never knew about. And maybe it's in the Department of Mysteries. And then maybe we'll get to see that again. That'll be fun. So there is a scene in which they seem to be in New York City. It may be somewhere else. It may be Paris. But there is a carriage driven by horses, winged horses, that either look like Thestrals, I feel like they're Thestrals, or they could be the Beauxbatons carriage. I want it to be the Beauxbatons carriage. Who is the person standing in that room with all those crazy runes and stuff? Because it looks like it might be Dumbledore because of the hat the guy's wearing, but it could be anyone. It really could. At one point I thought it might be Grindelwald. So my 2 options there are it's either Grindelwald or Dumbledore. Who do you guys think the guy with the hat standing in that room is? And why do you think he's there? My biggest gripe with this is that there was not enough of everyone else. It was very much a Dumbledore, Grindelwald, Newt thing going on here. And while that's great, and I know that that's the biggest attraction, I really wanted to see Tina and Queenie and Jacob more in this. Also, can we talk about how cute it was when Jacob was like, yes, I'm going on another adventure. I want to know, for this film, where the real Percival Graves is. Because he was Theseus's partner. I don't know where he is. Does anyone know what happened to him? Like, what happened? Did they kill him? I'd love to know what Seraphina's up to, how she's running Yakuza. But my biggest question, and I bet nobody's thought about it, where is Modesty Barebone? And is she important? Because she had that wand under her bed, guys. She had a wand under her bed. What was that about? I think she's going to be way more important than we're going to give her credit for. And I think most people have forgotten about her. I hope they haven't. Because that's still my biggest question. It was my biggest question going into coming out of the last film. And it's still my biggest question. And it's a strange one. But I'm really curious about Modesty Barebone. Is she going to go to Ilvermorny? Will we get to see Ilvermorny? I hope so. I think that's all my thoughts. I really do like this trailer in general, but the first time round you really don't get to really take it in as much. I think you're hit with the nostalgia, especially after seeing Hogwarts. You get a bit distracted, you're like, Hogwarts, Hogwarts, I just saw Hogwarts, I just saw Hogwarts. And then you completely just forget about watching it objectively, at least I did. And so I needed to watch it about 5 times before I could make my notes, and I still can't get my head around this trailer. But I will say I liked it. I didn't love it, but I did like it a lot. And I can't wait for the next trailer, or just bring me the film already. Just bring us all the film. That's what we want. We want the film. So if you have any comments on this trailer, and I'm sure lots of people do, and I'm sure lots of people disagree or agree with me, please let me know what you think, because I want to hear your comments, whether they're with me or not with me. I just want to know. So let me know in the comments down below. Like this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more Harry Potter videos. There will be tons more. So until next time, people, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye!